Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to focus in here on this recent poll that just came out from Mason-Dixon, and they took a look at the 2019 Kentucky governor's race, and you'd think that this would be the type of situation where Republicans wouldn't have to worry too much given the fact that there's low unemployment in the state of Kentucky. They have the incumbency advantage with current Republican Governor Matt Bevin, who's obviously shown that he can win a statewide election. And then on top of that, just the leaning of the state of Kentucky overall is fairly Republican, so you'd think that that would be all the ingredients needed to have overwhelming re-election success. But unfortunately for the Republicans, their current governor, Matt Bevin, has shot himself in the foot a number of times over the past year, and his approval rating has absolutely cratered as a result. You can see he's down to just 38% approval compared to 53% disapproval, a net negative 15 points there in comparison to just 1 year ago, where he was at 45% approval and 41% disapproval. So a net positive 4 to the approval side above water. And you might be asking, well, what in the world did Bevin do to reduce his numbers so drastically and lose the confidence of his constituents? And it's been essentially his attack on the teachers and their pension over the past year. And quite frankly, some of the pretty insane and nutty things that he's said and levied against the teachers, calling them thugs, and just a number of other things that were really mind-blowing that he would say them and think that it would actually help his chances overall in terms of his job approval rating. I'm sure you can find a YouTube video that has some of the pretty crazy things that he's been saying over the past year that has reduced his approval numbers so drastically. Now, I want to take a look at his possible matchups for 2019, but before looking at those numbers, just taking a look at their favorabilities and name recognition. So as you can see here, Democrat Andy Beshear has the best overall favorability at a positive 8-point gap. And then he just has 7% who don't recognize his name at all, so not too bad, compared to current governor who only has a 1% no name recognition. And then you can also see Bevin a negative 15-point rating on his favorability. And then two of the other candidates that they polled were Grimes and Adkins. You can see Grimes just a negative 1 point on the favorability there. So perhaps not the candidate you'd want to run in that scenario, but she has actually the best name recognition of all the Democrats on here, but it's not helping her, it seems, in terms of her favorability and also in her head-to-head matchup. And then Rocky Adkins, he has a positive 15-point rating here and very low name recognition. As you can see, 58% of people don't even recognize his name at all. But then you take a look at these possible matchups, and the front runner Beshear ahead by 8 points already against the current Republican governor Bevin. Adkins, the guy that had 58% no name recognition, is already ahead by 1 percentage point, which is also just fascinating in and of itself. And the fact that Grimes, the best name recognition of the Democrats, actually losing to Bevin by 1 percentage point. So I'd say if I'm the Democrats, I'd be really hesitant at running Grimes against Bevin based on this early data that we're getting. Beshear's probably their best bet at this point in time, already pulling ahead by 8 percentage points, which is pretty impressive, challenging an incumbent governor. But again, the relentless attack by Matt Bevin against the teachers is really hurting him, and it could possibly lose the Republicans this governor's seat in 2019. And another Kentucky race that Democrats should keep their eye on going past 2019 into 2020, Mitch McConnell is up for re-election. He also has some of the worst approval numbers of any senator in their home state, so that's definitely a vulnerable place for Republicans as well, where Democrats could possibly challenge and pick up a Senate seat in 2020. So Republicans and Democrats both going to be having their eyes on the state of Kentucky over the next couple of years. So that wraps up this video, guys. Thanks for stopping on in. Subscribe for more. Hope to see you back here for my next video.